What?
AI clearly poses an imminent threat to humanity. And then he went on to say, I think it's going to take an accident where 50 to 100 million people die to make the world take the threat of this really seriously.
Like, this is the modern
atomic bomb.
That's
a great. That's
That is, yeah.
great. Huh?
Tony sent me this morning.
I stopped worrying about high interest rates, dude. This video right here, just
You see it?
I was literally at the gym, I just couldn't stop lifting.
We're joined by a very special guest right here at the NASDAQ to discuss the economy, markets, and so much more. Legendary investor Paul Tudor Jones is here, founder and chief investment officer of Tudor Investment Corporation. And
I went to this tech conference about 2 weeks ago out west, and I just want to share with you what I learned there. Chatham House rules, so we can talk about the content. There was a tech panel that had 4 of the leading modelers of the AI models that we're all using today. And the quick 3 takeaways from that are, 1, wow, AI can be such a force for good. And we're going to see it immediately in both health and education very quickly. It's going to be fantastic. That's the good news. 2, the neutral news. These models are increasing in their efficiency and performance between, on the very low end, 25%, on the high end, 500%, every 3 or 4 quarters. So it's not even curvilinear. It's a vertical lift in how powerful artificial intelligence is becoming.
Right.
And then thirdly, and the one that disturbed me the most, is that AI clearly poses an imminent threat, security threat, imminent, in our lifetimes to humanity. And that was the one that really, really got me
And when
going.
you say imminent threat, what do you mean?
Kind of about halfway through, someone asked him on AI security, well, what are you doing on AI security? And they said the competitive dynamic is so intense among the companies, and then geopolitically between Russia and China, that there's no agency, no ability to stop and say, maybe we should think about what actually we're creating and building here. And so, and the follow-up question is, well, what are you doing about it? And he said, well, I'm buying 100 acres in the Midwest. I'm getting cattle and chickens, and I'm laying in provisions. And then he went on to say, I think it's going to take an accident where 50 to 100 million people die to make the world take the threat of this really seriously. Well, that was a freaky deek to me, and no one pushed back on him on that panel. And then afterwards, we had a breakout session, which was really interesting. All 40 people got up in a room like this, and they had a series of propositions, and you had to either agree with or disagree with the proposition. And one of the propositions was there's a 10% chance in the next 20 years that AI will kill 50% of humanity. So there's a 10% chance that AI will kill 50% of humanity in the next 20 years. Agree or disagree? So I'd say the vast majority of the room moved to the disagree side. I had just heard Joe Rogan and Elon Musk 2 months ago, where Elon Musk said, there's only a 20% chance that AI can annihilate humanity. Now I know why he wants to go to Mars, right? And so about 6 or 7 of us went to the agree side, and I'd gone there because of what I'd heard Elon Musk say, who's maybe the most brilliant engineer of our time. All 4 modelers were on the agree side of that. All 4 of the leading developers of the AI models were on that side. And
bro, is this like the race for like the atomic bomb, right? Like, you know how like all the countries were rushing to try and freaking get that shit made. Like, this is the modern
atomic bomb.
atomic bomb.
That's
Yeah.
a great. That's
That
a
is, yeah.
great.
Joey
Oh,
with
so,
the
right?
take
Okay.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's a
So-
great take.
So if you think about it, everybody was in a race to develop this weapon, right?
No, yeah.
But it wasn't until the weapons like was displayed publicly of what annihilation it can do to people and the humanity and the after effects of everything
Right.
that all of these regulations, countries started to come together, treaties started to get signed of okay, hey, we should pump the brakes and we should limit how much nuclear weapons we have. This what he just said is the same concept with AI. Like it's gonna take one thing for us to realize how dangerous it actually
I see.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Just like dropping an atomic bomb was the realization of
Holy
how
shit.
catastrophic it can actually be.
Wow. Yeah. What's freaked me out the most was the fact that the people who are making these AIs, the modelers, are the ones that went onto that agree side. It's like they know better than we do. They're the ones behind all of it, you know?
That's insane.
But how do we put a stop to everyone being so connected with AI? You think it's just too late already?
No, I think we're integrated already with AI.
Yeah,
I think
so.
That's it? Or
dude, it's AI creating, like, once they release Optimus, everyone's going to have Optimus in their house. Optimus is going to do the yard. Optimus is going to clean their house.
Autobots, let's roll out.
It's like the Jetsons.
It's like the Jetsons. What's the name of the Tesla bot? I thought it was Optimus.
I feel like I've heard of this before.
Optimus, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
it's Optimus. It's a fucking robot, bro. It's the robot.
Oh yeah,
that's
Tesla
I
gonna
saw
live-
this.
Yeah.
I saw this.
It's going to live in your house. And, bro, what's going to happen when something happens and then the bots go like, yeah, it's our turn to, this is our
just-
world now.
We had enough geeks in the 80s to warn us about this shit. Why are we not listening? You know what I mean?
I mean, we've had enough movies that we
Yeah.
thought were cool.
Robot. iRobot.
iRobot,
Yeah.
you know, when you're
Wall-E.
like, they all just
I
start
love Wally, man.
taking over, and you're like, I mean, it's kind of it's a double-edged sword because like you want to be some sort resistant to like technology because we don't fully grasp the concept of it, but then you're like, well, if I don't integrate it a little bit, then I'm gonna be like left behind in progression.
I think if like there's been movies right in the past, but I think like to say, I feel like for the majority of people, the reason why there hasn't been like people trying to stop or like maybe more worried is because they see people that are like saying, "Oh, this is what's gonna happen," as crazy, right? And I think people won't actually flip their mindset and be like, "Holy fuck, like, this is actually a bad idea," until it actually fucking happens and it's too late.
Yeah, that's what Joey was saying with Nagasaki and Hiroshima. As soon as everyone saw that, they were like, all right, yep, let's all calm down.
Yep.
That's why it's important for us to not let any of these Middle Eastern countries have fucking nuclear weapons.
right.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, like these people just go in and start fucking murdering people.
So let's predict worst case scenario, right?
What's the
Bro, our
over-under on
job,
this?
our
I'm
job
kidding.
is freaking gone. The
So
real
I
estate
think-
industry's done.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like, I think not even just real estate, anything,
My industry, the video industry.
everything that's just physical
Service
labor,
related.
physical labor is gonna stay around. Anything that's behind a desk,
Until Optimus can do it.
yeah,
anything that requires you like needing to type, anything that requires any sort of technology, I think which is like nowadays a majority.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, right, they already have, like computerized machines, so like CNC machines that can, build houses.
Mm-hmm.
They're ugly, but it's already a thing, and they can make it more affordable than if you hired somebody to do that.
The 3D printing houses are
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah,
Mhm.
the
They're
3D,
so
the
sick.
3D printing houses, right? And all it is a robot arm that is essentially mapped out on the computer. They give them the floor plans, and then it goes around and it just lays a layer of concrete. And by the time it gets back, it just keeps going up and up and up. And you just have essentially the foreman and some other hand just making sure that everything's legit.
Okay, how about this? So this is Elon's thing, right? This is Elon.
yeah.
Do you think Elon behind the scenes, you think him doing this, the Optimus, like him creating this, do you think he's like, oh, I'm doing this for like to be like the good? Or do you think he's plotting like, no, I'm actually doing this because in the future, I'm hoping to, have some sort of power.
I
where
think he's doing it because it's inevitable. It's like Oppenheimer creating the
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 Manhattan
atom bomb.
Project.
Yeah.
The Manhattan Project.
It's like I can do this. So,
'Cause
but
I think
what did
when,
Oppenheimer, what was his classic line?
I don't remember. Great movie.
I am death. I
Yeah.
am destroyer of worlds.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
I mean, is
that
that
second half, I recall that line.
That could be Elon when Optimus goes off. But I just want to know like what's gonna happen when a guy walks into his house and Optimus is fucking his wife.
That's a Black Mirror, right? Wasn't that a Black Mirror?
probably, yeah.
Or
I've seen so many of them. I
Black
can't.
Mirror. There's one where the girl. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've seen one episode of that and I was like, nah. This is too trippy.
Well, there's
Oh,
this
yeah.
one episode where a girl so it's a girl and then she like pretty much falls in love and she even has sex with the guy, but he's actually like a robot, and like she legit genuinely like falls in love with, and the robot is just a robot. So again, that's what I'm saying. That sounds like a fucking Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. Because
Great show, by the way.
Yeah.
Great show.
So I don't think I don't think he thinks his intentions are
Right.
bad at all right now, but you won't know until.
yeah,
Are you sure?
But there's a
he's the
lot-
one warning people against
Yeah.
AI though.
Well, yeah, I mean, he does have like that foresight of like, hey, there is concerns like if we grow AI too fast without any checks and balances that it can go catastrophically wrong.
Mhm.
You know.
Is there someone else besides Elon doing like creating another version of this?
Not at
robot?
this level. There's something about Elon, bro, that like
He's the smartest man.
because like even with Tesla and like the self-driving component for Tesla, like bro, Tesla's beating Google. Like Waymo,
Oh yeah.
Tesla's beating Google. Tesla's beating everybody in the self-driving like front, and it's like Elon has something in his brain. Either he's blessed by God or whatever, where he's just really good at this shit. And the AI technology that he's creating is untouchable.
He's really good, and obviously he's the wealthiest man on the planet, so he has
He's also working harder than everybody.
Yeah.
because he has easier access to get stuff that he wants with the
Did I see that he stepped down as Tesla CEO?
Oh, I don't know.
That would be crazy, actually. I thought he was gonna step down as the Twitter CEO.
It looked like it was just rumors or something like
Oh,
that.
they denied
Was it
it?
Twitter or X?
I don't know.
Plans on stepping away in May this month, apparently.
For what?
Oh wow.
For Twitter, X.
Yeah, because he's trying to be more involved with the position that he runs for Doge.
Oh, it says
No, he's leaving Doge.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's leaving.
Oh, I thought
Doge.
he was trying to go all in on that.
No, he's leaving Doge.
Why?
so. He sold the Twitter company to his AI company, which is XAI, and that's his artificial intelligence company. But he
Bro.
plans on stepping away in May from CEO of Twitter. But he doesn't have to be CEO anymore because his other company owns it. now.
Right.
So
It's
this
insane.
is the thing. So there was something flying around when he was like in the whole process of buying Twitter, now X or whatever the case is. They were saying like one of the reasons why he was going to acquire X is because that's like a central hub of information,
100%.
right? And that's where you get a lot of people pumping in information, discussions, and so he's using X as a way to train his AI. And what better way to do that when you have a platform that has not just people in the States, but it's the most used platform in the world.
Right.
Dang. So we just equipped that Optimus robot with all the information we spit out on
Oh,
Twitter.
that's so brilliant. And so his AI
And
model
he
is
sold
just
it. It's only been
learning
3 years,
nonstop.
so he pumped it
it's-
out with
and it's
everything.
constantly learning because
Yes.
it's plugged into freaking
God,
X.
that's so brilliant. And here we are just trying to figure out how to get lower rates.
right?
This guy's
Making hats and selling them,
fucking
man.
training robots
Yeah.
to take over humanity.
His brain is different, man.
Wow, dude.
So yeah, that investment that he paid for freaking Twitter is gonna go astronomical.